I'm back with another video, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'll keep saying this over and over again. If you are trying to spread any truth, if money has anything to do with it, then you're not really concerned about the truth at all. Even if you start out as being sincere and, you know, you try to make a little money on the side and you think it's okay, I'm telling you right now, that money will eventually take over. And very quickly, too. You'll see that you start being more concerned about how much money you're pulling in rather than the truth itself. That's why the truth and money does not mix. The truth is free and let it remain free. And this is why I don't monetize. I'm giving you something that should be totally free. I shouldn't earn a dime off giving any information to anyone. Now, entertainment is a different thing. You know, they're not claiming to be truthful about anything. They just want to entertain and make people laugh or make people shocked or, you know, whatever the case might be, it's entertainment. That's something different. But if you claim to be concerned about what's going on out here in these streets, you know, money shouldn't have any kind of relation to you spreading that truth or sharing that truth. So listen, let's get into this, man. I have a lot of information to share, and I'm trying to take my time, get into it gradually because I want to not miss anything. I want to explain it as best as I can. Okay, so now, these platforms that we use every day, nobody ever really realized that the intentions of the creators of these platforms was nefarious from the beginning. It had nothing to do with innovation, had nothing to do with, well, we want to make people's lives better. It's always the agenda to make their own lives better and make their jobs easier. For example, Facebook was created as a response, as a request by the CIA. Okay, these organizations of the government, they have IT departments just like any regular company does. They hire these people specifically to handle IT issues, the growing technology, to create different technology to make their jobs easier. And Facebook is one of them. It was genius. Because if you think about it, when it first came out, nobody had any kind of thought that it was created to obtain our information voluntarily. We put information on Facebook, about 80% of us, and we update it daily. We put pictures, we put video, we constantly tell our friends or whoever's watching and listening what we're doing, what we like, what we don't like, what we pay attention to, what we don't pay attention to, the places that we go, the places that we don't want to go. We even send pictures and videos of the places that we go. And it's time stamped. Every picture, every update, every location. Even if you have the location services turned off, they are still on. They can still track you. They still know exactly where you're at. And the fact that you update this every single day, it is law enforcement's wet dream. They have solved so many cases just by using Facebook alone that it's shocking, man. It's shocking. Listen, using Facebook as the last ditch effort. Like, you know what? We don't have no evidence. We don't even know who the suspect is. But then they go to Facebook, and within an hour or two, guess what? They got all the information that they need. And then some. You got people that would even post every tattoo that they get. And where they go to get these tattoos at. Like I said, constant updates of where you go and where you don't go, the things that you buy and the things that you don't buy, the things that you like, the things that you don't like. But what helps them the most is where you go and where you don't go. They can follow you without having to physically follow you. And they know where you at. You got a warrant, all they got to do is go to Facebook. Eventually, you're going to put something up there that's going to be the biggest clue for them to find exactly where you are. And they coming to get you. But for the life of me, even after all this time, I can't figure out how come people are still putting information on Facebook. And they know that law enforcement uses this. This was created from the start for this purpose. It wasn't for us. It wasn't to make our lives better. It was to make their jobs easier. And like I said, they have solved so many cases with Facebook alone. It's their go-to. It's better than the police database, man. It's better because it's constantly updated every single day. People are so addicted to it that they would put the most meaningless things on there, man. Well, you know, I fixed me some eggs this morning and I'm feeling great. And now I'm eating a sandwich for lunch. What? Updates, man. That it's just, you know, and you wonder, why are you putting this on here? I mean, are you that lonely? Or, I mean, what is wrong with you? And they still don't understand what's going on. They still don't have a clue what's going on. Constantly, cases have been solved. I can't say it enough, man. By just going to Facebook. And listen, even if you have your information private, that doesn't matter. They have a master key. They can get on anyone's Facebook profile anytime they get ready. As long as you have your real name in there. And in some cases, they can still track you by using other names. Because if they got your pictures, man, they got that... they got some kind of software where they can actually put your mugshot in and it'll find any platform or any account that you have signed up on that you have your picture on. Facial recognition to the third degree. I'm telling you, man. And any account, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, videos, TikTok, anything, man. And this is how they find people. And this is how they find out so much information. You really telling on yourselves. But you blame someone else or you're trying to figure it out. Well, it must have been him that told on me. Or it must have been this other person. No, you told on yourself. Because you give so much information out on these platforms that it's just ridiculous. So the police, they utilize these tools. And they have the CIA to thank the creation of it for. And these other platforms have been taken over. Now, they might not have started out. Like YouTube didn't start out as being ran by the FBI. But it is now. It is now. And the original reason that they took it over is because they wanted to track terrorists. But as you know, the terrorists have started to fade out. So they still claim control of it for other purposes. You see, to track other dangerous people and anybody else that would become dangerous. It's their go-to, you know. Facebook is their go-to. Even TikTok. All the platforms, really. But it's some of the main ones that they have complete control over. And Facebook and YouTube is two of the top two that they totally control and run. And this is why YouTube can get away with so many different things. And people, they start thinking, well, how the hell did they get away with this? How the hell did they get away with that? And I'll tell you something else. Google is in collab with these organizations, the FBI and the CIA. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The government pays them a certain percentage for their technology uses. And this has been going on for years, man. Right behind our backs. This is why you have to stop putting your information on the internet, man. And I wish that there was a way that the information that's already there that you could erase, but I know of none right now. Once it's there, and they compile it in a larger database with your picture and profile, just like the police database, but it's an updated database. It's more advanced, and that information is there from the first day that you uploaded or you put any information on there to the current day that you're putting information on there. They have it, and it's time stamped, dated, marked, everything. And when you constantly put new information on there, it goes straight to your jacket, your police jacket, man. So when they want to look you up and they want to check on you and see what's going on with you, they can pull up your profile automatically by typing your name in or some other, because they even have the aliases. Because when people started finding this out, they started to not put their real name up, and they start changing it and they start putting aliases. But by then it's already too late, man. All that information has already been compiled. So they got you. But what you can do is stop putting information on there right now and never update it again. Don't tell people nothing, man. Because you have more than just your friends tuning in. You understand? You have more than just your friends listening and paying attention. And you should already know that by now. People shouldn't have to tell you this constantly over and over again. And for God's sake, man, stop putting weapons on Facebook and these other platforms, man. Especially if you know that you are not legal. You understand? Because this is how you're getting caught up. This is how you're getting caught up. Now, they may not rush and get you that same day, but they compile so much information. And then when they're ready to get you, they got you, man. They got you. And you have so much against you, you don't stand a chance. And this is what they do. I mean, this is their job, man. So you have to consider this, man. Technology is really for the benefit of them, the enemy. It has nothing to do with helping us with our everyday lives. They don't give a shit about us. They don't care if we live or die. And really, truth be told, they would rather us die so that they wouldn't have to be concerned about so many people. They wouldn't have to watch so many people. So it's a good day when one of us die. It's a good day when they lock us up for 30 to 40 years. They throw away the key. They ain't got to think about you anymore, man. They pay people to watch you and babysit you and treat you bad, curse you out, treat you like nothing for the rest of your life. But people still don't get it. And you got these young people out here, they have gone out of their minds. And they think that the way to live is to be chaotic and to be murderous and to just be angry all the time because of their upbringing, because they didn't have a life that they thought that they should have had. Well, that's selfishness. That's jealousy. That's envy. That's just, that's insanity is what that is, man. That's insanity. But we won't call it what it is. And I hate to call my own people insane. Not to say that other races don't have their insane members. But I'm concerned first about our own before we start trying to be concerned about these other races, man. Because you know what? Because the number one killer of black people, and I hate to say this, but it's true, is ourselves. We are killing each other at a very rapid rate. The women, they are being killed simply because they don't want to date these niggas no more. These niggas are so emotional and so attached to these women that if they say, listen, I don't think it's working out, I think, we ought to part ways. They ready to kill them, the kids, and themselves, the whole family. Just because that girl don't want to be with them anymore. But what people don't realize, it's not just about the girl. It's what else that they are losing when that girl say, let's part ways. See, they don't have a job, so they're not going to work anywhere. So therefore, they don't have any money. They don't have any money. They don't have a car. They don't have a place to stay. They don't have nothing that they can call their own. But when they get with this female, this dumb female, by the way, and I have to call them dumb because they keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. They let these Negroes come inside their homes and completely take over, drive their cars, spend their money, treat their kids like shit, smoke marijuana in front of the kids, drink, don't work, don't contribute, invite other friends in to do the same thing, hang out all day while the girl, she goes to work. She gets up at 4 a.m. in the morning, 5 a.m., and the nigga still asleep. And has the audacity to not even wake up and see that the woman gets to the car all right. And it's not robbed or kidnapped or murdered. They still in the bed. And when they do decide to get up, it's afternoon, maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock. And the first thing that's on their mind is, I got to find me some weed because I ain't got none. I got to find me a drink because I don't have one. I got to find me a cigarette even before they scratch their ass. This is what they got to have. And they don't even realize that these are vices that they are addicted to. These are addictions that they cannot shake. And it's so bad and terrible that it even stops them from going out to find a 9 to 5. So when the girl decides, hey, I don't want you no more because you're not contributing, you just a no good, no count ass nigga. He gets upset because not only is he losing the girl, he's losing the car, a place to stay, food, a little money for marijuana and his liquor, a place to invite his friends over to hang out and smoke all day. He's losing all that too. And he's thinking, where else can I find another dummy that's going to take me in? Even though there's a lot of dummies out there now. But once you mess up with one, it's hard to find another one. And in the meantime, while you're trying to find the other one, you homeless. You ain't got nowhere to go. You can't go back home because your people don't want you. They already know how lazy you are and how no good you are. You a thief. You a drug addict. You no good. Your family don't want to be around you. And nobody else want to be around you. So this is why they say, well, you know what? Shit, I might as well go all out then. I'm losing everything today. Not only the girl, but my place to stay, a little car to drive every now and then, marijuana, money, food. So I might as well just go all out. But you know what though? Even with not having nothing, no money at all, no job, no finances, they always seem to have a gun. No matter what. They would have a gun before they would have a hamburger. And I don't understand it. Well, excuse me, I didn't understand it until now. Because I'm hip now, because I know exactly what's going on. These guns are being left randomly in neighborhoods for them to find. And there's a whole lot of them. Now, just because you and I haven't found one doesn't mean that that does not exist. Because they're not breaking in that many homes now. Come on, man. I mean, really think about that. And the homes that they're breaking in, that's within the black neighborhoods, because they won't go to the white neighborhoods. How many black people would even have more than what they do? And if they do, it's just a little more, but certainly not every home that they break in, it would be a gun readily available to steal. They getting these guns from the streets. Where? I don't know. I don't know. But they in the black neighborhoods, I can tell you that. I can tell you that much. These are brand new guns, ladies and gentlemen. These ain't no damn little half-ass guns that might shoot or might not, you know. These are brand new weapons. And they have ammunition to go along with these weapons. Because you know why? Because they shoot these guns so randomly and waste bullets that they have to have, you know, a large supply on hand. See, these are things I think about. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at war. I'm telling you, man. And you don't even realize who is funding this war. It's our true enemy. They want us dead, man, at any means necessary. But they are so slick with it, man, that they'll make it seem like, hey, that's y'all problem. We ain't got nothing to do with it. It's your own people that's killing y'all. We ain't got nothing to do with it. Yes, you do. You are having so much more to do with it than we even know. And one of the ways is you are supplying the weapons and the ammunition. See, we know that now. But guess what? And so will everybody else. Because I'm determined, man. I'm determined. Because as soon as we accept this and we start to hammer this in people's heads, then we can look out for it. We can be aware and alert. And I'm going to tell you, when you find one of these guns, don't turn them into the police. Because it will only find its way back out on the street. That's the enemy. They're not there to protect and assist and to help. That's bullshit, man. Maybe for the white folks, but not for us. Certainly not for us. You're going to have to destroy that weapon yourself by any means necessary. Whatever you have to do. Or somehow get rid of it to where these young people cannot find it. Make it so that it doesn't operate. Destroy it. That's the only way, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only way. This is war on the streets. We are at war against ourselves. And that's the number one enemy. That's the number one threat out there, man. I'm telling you, the summer is not even here yet. And how many news stories have you heard within the last 2 weeks that make it seem like we in the mid-summer? Summer ain't even here yet, man. This is May. Wait till June. Wait till June hit, man. It's going to be, I'm telling you, man. See, the weather right now has been off and on. Might be a little chilly and then, you know, but wait until that weather is stable and it's hot all the time. See, this is what I'm saying. You got to know this information and prepare yourself so that you can protect yourself and your families. I'm coming out with another video very soon.